Welcome everyone to the 7th episode of Tonpuusen by ChunmanTV. You're playing Throne Room East. Game should start anytime. Get out of pool. Okay, so let's go level 5. Saint 2 and Saint 1 here on the right. We won't be checking stats, because if we check stats we might miss like half of the Tonpuusen. Okay, we follow Cotton North, which is our seed wind. The other card would be 1 month, but it's just an order here. Maka probably wants to keep the honor of the 1 month, but it doesn't really matter. We have Tora acceptance. We just see Aka Tora, which is nice. So might be an open 5, 6, 7 sounds cool. We should always be looking out for things that we can go for. And that is the 5, 6, 7 sounds cool here for 2000 points. In Hansan, we would just cut the 7-month Sakikiri, but I think we can actually see. I don't mind. And Tonpuusen. I'm just trying to maximize our win rate, and I think the goal is okay. It's a bit degenerate, I must say. You can definitely skip the goal, but if we skip, we might not even get anywhere. There's 1 6-month that we need. Hopefully no regrets. He might be 14 if he thought the 4, but what we can have, like, with the 4 we can slide, but oh no, oh no. Regret is, we regret our decision. The 6-month trash cards. At least we have value. We have value here. That's an 8-month KB. Hopefully Kamita is defending here on the left and then push it 6-month. Dora is Atotsuke. We are only waiting on the 7th cell. If the 4 cell passes, we are 14 on the 7th cell as well. So if the 4 cell comes out first and then the 7th cell at the same turn, we can't run the 7th cell of temporary 14 rule. Okay, that just passed. Maybe having a same weight. Luckily we don't have to Shimakiri the 4, so we will just cut the 1 so if we thought the 4 so for 14, 1 4 7 so where we can only Shimo the 7 so we might be having the same weight as Shimotsu. 2 man is tempeh there, Kanga 7 so 7 so. We have like Mangan now, 11 7 7. That should pass. Suchi trash cut. Of course, 7 so does look very sus. It might even be like a triple run at this point. One scout, trash cut. Okay, trash cut. If it was 1 scout, probably still a push. Especially in Tonpuusen, but Suchi, yeah, it should pass. Not like, it's like the next style, like we just have to push the next style. This also seems too expensive. But they were tempeh here on the right. Unfortunately, our 7700 hand didn't materialize. Hopefully open thumbnail here. Also, is a Chi here, although we don't have like enough blocks for also. Is this going to be called? Nothing else, so we can skip the rest. I don't want to draw that. I think we're just going to Shimakiri. It's like the we are basically saying we need to open or we are never going to get a hand, and 8-9 so don't help with the close end. They don't help with thumbnail or having a Rakuhai, so we can just got the 8-9 so without that much downside here. Trying to choke the Rakuhai for Toyman instead of the best wind. That is the Dora. The hand is pretty much dead. Because we don't want to feed the dealer in the Honitsu. South push. We can try to push the south here. It shouldn't be that dangerous. It can still deal into a Tanki or some funny business idea. 9 so I think we are just out. We are just out. Yeah, we can try 9 so, but if we are east on, then definitely we go with 9 so, but here we are not. Like 5 cells Nakatsuchi is pretty safe. We have like the 9 cell. The Green Dragon is also pretty good actually. I didn't see it, but it was just there on the left. Suchi, Spice Cut. And I'm thinking about trying to complete our hand, but we already discussed the 3, so it's really like eliminates any chance of completing the hand, unfortunately. 8-pin, 8-pin. Yeah, I think 8-pin, 8-pin makes a lot of sense. If we get the 3, so we can see actually, but we still are stuck with the 2 mom, which is now safe. So we can actually gate them with it's we shift the high tide to us, but we have enough save towers, I think. The 4 so, and then perhaps the 2-pin, 2-pin. We do have one more tower though, and we didn't. If we deal in, it's 100% my fault by the way, because we shifted the high tide to us. The 5-man is safe. Let's see it's Akatel, and then a 36-man on the left. Kinda surprised that they didn't really full push their Hanuman, but they got still 10 players, so it was probably good from their perspective. We are trying to head on each here. We are keeping the Aka acceptance here. We really don't need on each, especially not in Tonpuusen, but oh. Okay, I guess we are forcing Honitsu. Yeah, just get this guy this fool already. Get out of here. Like, this is not like a hands-on play. Like, I would definitely, like, I would have kept 6-man if I was paying slightly more attention. We have Dora acceptance here on the 6, so 7-pin is awful cool. They're kind of stuck here. Like the 1-pin pawn isn't that great, and we are out. We can't push. Why? We really wanted to fight, but it didn't happen. We are E something, but this XO is next to the Dora as well. Can't even do some Dora console. We can go green, and then try to get a pair somewhere, and then try to fight that way. The turn is 1 Scott, it should be fine. We can still push here to something headless. Not that afraid, right? It's now Capuchin. We do have 8-pin that we have to take care of, or we can go 4-pin into Cape 3-pin. We can go that way instead, but yeah, I think it's 4-pin here into the Cape of 3-pin, or we can just battle Ori. We can also just battle Ori. The 1-pin, 1 so is Suchi, I mean. Perhaps 1 so, but the 8-pin. Perhaps once for each something, and then we could decide later. Yeah, that would probably be good. We have a very broken hand to Rakuhai to Tora. We don't need anything else. It's just an easy hand. We have some good floaters here, 37 so, and therefore a pin here, and we have a monster block here. It's going to pre-pawn one pin pawn right dragon, got the 8 pin into the social, and then try to just win the hand 3 months. It is so garbage. Like let me just play the game. Dora read into the Ipatsution. There is also no sound for discarding to the inner row because tips out disabled, so everything is turned off. Yeah, it's just 5, so like you can cut the north, but if it goes in, like you can demote straight back to gold room if you deal in with the north down. Okay, they are fighting, which is good for us. So there is more chances that Kami or Shimocha deals into each other, or like lateral movement, to be more precise. 2 man, or right, or the north. 1, 2, 5, 3, 5. 1 pin, 1 pin. I guess we can do the 2 man. And 1 pin's out, technically safe against the Riichi, but it is 5 pin. I don't want, like, we might have missed the opportunity to drop it. We can go north here. We can only deal into a Tanki. The 2 man should be pretty safe. No, I missed. I pressed left click and right click at the same time. Oh my god, oh my god. Wait, why do we push it 2 man? We should just follow cut. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay. I double clicked. Left click and right click, and then we see Makiri to 8 pin. Well, some reason. And it's such a strong push. It's just such a strong pusher here on the right. Like, people really don't care in Tonpuusen. People just read everything, and that is not the strategy that I want to cover. Like, you have like some experienced Tonpuu players, but I'm pretty sure that here, this Shimotsa here, they are a dedicated Tonpuu player. But the push was so strong. We just have to trust that it doesn't deal in with the 9 pin here. With the 5, 7, 8 shape that they would lead the 5 pin earlier. This is also... This Chun Tanki has extra full, by the way, because 8 of the White Dragon Anko, and then 2 for the Tanki, 2 for the Rakuhai pair. So you actually have more full on the Rakuhai there. Like we need like Mangan Sumo here to win, but it's something. We will keep the 5 man. It's slightly more acceptance, I think. Well, like it's about the same acceptance, but AK acceptance as well. That is a Tora. I think we can keep the Tora here for the 6-9 Mantaro. and then the 7-man or something, and then we can go 5/7. In that case, you can go Chanda, Sansuku, or something like that. Oh, the 9-man is actually a pretty good keep here. See, 9-man would be also interesting, but we just busted 9, the 9 of Tonpuu Core. Because it's a bit too much. If we see that, and then we can't really. I want to go 5. I want to so badly. I want to try it. I want to try it. I default is Riichi Ventura here, but I really want to try it. I just want to see if it works or not. Probably not, but yeah, Tempeh with change on 3 Turas on the Atosuke on the last 9 man, but we can switch out for Santa 1 Tura. That doesn't have enough for us, which is kind of unfortunate, but you can still get second if they just go to 9. It's really unfortunate there's only one 9 man left, and we are now 4 turn. You can technically punt the 9 man if it comes out, and then and then have a Mangan with its son but still E-Son. So we are basically still E-Son in here, so the pawn doesn't do much harm anyway. You can actually pawn the 9 man, it's kind of funny. But we are just feeding Atosuke. There is a. Oh no, if we deal in with the Dora. 6-0 is safe. You just need to Shimo. Just need to Shimo. I think like breaking tempo here is perfectly fine as well. 4 times out, or like this the 4th one, I mean. It's not 4 times cut. I think we are just going no 10, to be really honest with you.
No
9 on Tanki, very funny, Shimotsu. I expected some weird stuff there, because that point didn't make any sense. That point didn't make any sense.
さっき見た通りトップの未来を手にしたわ。
Let's check the Maka AI. Let's see, it wants to go 1 man, almost 100%. Yeah. I could have guessed it. It wants to just. Wait, does it want to see? It wants to skip here for the. Because it's double pad shape. We can still get a close hand for more value. Like the 4-7 so here on the right as well. I expected the 4-7 so here on the right. And I think they should have pushed the 5 man. I think they should have pushed the 5 man and not the 6 man. The 5 is Nakatsuchi. Like I don't think you want to push the 6, but I might be mistaken here. But I would push the 5. I would take the other way and then just try to get Katen. It because like the 4-7 so is the most sus, and then the 3-6 is still live as well. So I don't want to push the 6, so I can see what's. Just want to confirm Katen. You only have 1 Tora here. If you had 2 Tora, perhaps Shimakiri, but like. No, there's an early Riichi here, and someone made some calls. Just checking quickly if we discarded Tonpuusen. And let's see on this call. It pawns 50-50 because we are still very far. We are still east on 10. And then we are completely done here. And then next. It wants to go like on each, but of course, wait, it wants to discard the 6. It actually wants to discard the 6, but it's more like a Hansang card than a Tonpuu card. It's funny. It's funny. It actually wants to cut the 6. I didn't expect that. And then the 19 against the Riichi. And here we are completely done. Yeah, we are completely done. He doesn't even want to push his 4-pin, which can push. I don't know why. Or like, I wanted to go one, so in hindsight, it's Suchi, it's some bad, but it wants to just 100% fold, I guess. But the 4-pin is basically 100% anyway. That's such a nice hand here until the Riichi came in, and then we are just completely out. This is funny. This is funny. This is funny. You should like you don't have a choice here. Like there's no choice. There's just no choice, and then they deal in here. Like unbelievable. That you don't have any choice here, and then you still decide to deal in here. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Punkets. Like they got a higher rank than me because I got a B rank for this hand for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we got a B rank for this. We hard folded and it want to maintain safe, but it really doesn't matter. And I prefer Riichi Shuchi, but I prefer the 9-pin for sure. Because sometimes if they have like a 5-7-9 shape, they will discard the 5 before. But I guess the 8-pins only deal into the 1-chance on the Kansan here, 7-9. It's 1-chance on the 9-pin. But I think the Tilmo is still okay here. It wants to keep the Teresa for the headless chance, and then it wants to reach you 100% here, or not. Yeah, it doesn't want to cheat. Wait, it doesn't want to cheat. Yeah, okay. I just had to confirm that it didn't want to cheat because it's too awkward. It's just 35 here, so it's not. Okay, it wants to break here. It wants to break, and let's see if it pawns. Let's see if it pawns. Nah, it skips. It skips. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is the best. 5 so, 4 so, green, 6 pin. He would have been Tempai here on 5, 8 Futon, and then he would have smote the 8 pin with probably a Riichi, Futon Riichi on the, and then the Ipachima on the 8 here. Yeah, waiting on 1 tower here, so funny. And Shimota had it, and looking from their perspective, looking at this, it just that doesn't make any sense that they have a AK5 Shimokiri and then an 8 pin drop. It just doesn't make any sense. So the ramen card. And that is also why I didn't touch the 7 so because after the 6-5 card, they can still have the 7 so like here. They still have a 7 so here. So that is why we didn't want to push this the 7 so. No, we did push the 8 so yeah, okay. Because oh wait, it was before Riichi. I was like if, and then I assume it breaks. It breaks. Imagine dealing in the height here. It would be so bad. It was Euro 2 as well. We got lucky here. Wait, yeah, we knew it was that, but if they just went for like an 18 Tanki or something, and then they roamed for Euro 2, or like if they just came out with Euro 2, we would have been last place, but that didn't happen. Thank you for watching, and then we'll see you in the next episode.